What is up, nieces and nephews? Daily Uncle Fresh here. Something in to talk to you about a fragrance that I am looking forward to wearing when it starts cooling off a little bit more. I find it performs a little better in a cooler air than it does. I never really wanted to try it in summer because it's kind of a sweet fragrance, not super sweet, but it does have a little bit of sweetness. So I was saving it for when we're going below 15 degrees. So fragrance I want to talk to you about is Armani Code Parfum. This one here is a Irish heavy fragrance. Came out in 2022. I bought it at retail. When I first found it, I picked it up right away. Heard some pretty good things about it. And my favorite part about it, besides how it smells, it's got a magnetic cap. Like, come on. Click. I can play with the magnetic cap all day. It's just one of those things I enjoy. So, like I said, it's a little bit sweet. It's an Irish forward fragrance. It's not the lipsticky, it's the powdery Irish. Top notes on this one are going to be bergamot and bergamot leaf. I'm using parfumo.com as my notes. So that's where I'm getting my information from for this. And then it's got clary sage, Moroccan orris, butter, Irish aldehydes. So yeah, there's the Irish in there. And it's a powdery, not lipsticky kind of a thing. The bottle is pretty dark, but if I hold it up to the light, I can see I haven't used that much of it, so I'm looking forward to using it. And base notes for this one are tonka bean, absolute, and Virginia cedar. So the tonka bean gives it that little bit of sweetness, and the cedar, you all know that's going to give it the woody dry down. So kind of a powdery, floral, like iris is very prominent in this. So when you first spray it, you're going to get not a blast of iris, but it's pretty well blended to where it's not going to be too heavy with the iris. I think that bergamot on top cuts that down quite a bit. And then after it starts to dry down, then the iris is more the forward note you'll pick up on. Like I said, it's not the lipsticky type of iris, it's kind of a powdery. The tonka bean gives it a little bit of sweetness, so that kicks in right away, and it stays pretty linear on me. At least a couple of times that I wore it, it stayed pretty linear, kind of like a soft, powdery, sweet fragrance. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to wearing this a few more times, because the first time I wore it was when I first got it. It was still winter time, so I'm thinking I got it in January. I can't even remember when I purchased it, but I bought it, wore it a couple times, and at that time I was working 2 jobs. I wore this to my first job, and the people walking around certainly enjoyed it. One lady was like, "Hey, you smell very nice today." Oh, thank you. Not used to getting compliments, but maybe that's because I usually have my headphones in and I'm just wearing a fragrance for me. Maybe I should take my headphones out once in a while. Maybe people are actually telling me I smell good and I'm just walking past them like a something. But anyhow, yeah. So, like I said, it's an iris forward fragrance. Powdery, semi-sweet, not too sweet, but the sweetness is there from the tonka bean. And it stays pretty much that way throughout the whole fragrance. And then when it's down to the base notes, you'll get a little bit woodsy with that cedar, but the sweetness is still there. It doesn't fade as quickly. Yeah, from what I can remember of wearing it, it was a pretty linear fragrance, meaning it didn't transform too much. Once it got into its sweet, powdery fragrance phase, it stayed that way for quite a while. So it is a enjoyable fragrance though. I did enjoy wearing it, and I'm gonna give it a few more degrees before I do start rocking this again, but it's probably gonna be one of my go-to fall scents because yeah, I think it is a very nice fragrance for what it is. Plus it's an armani. That metal, the magnetic cap is just ta-da! I have a few fragrances with metal or magnetic caps, and when I get a hold of them, I just kind of tend to be like, haha. So, yeah. But yeah, little joys of life, I guess. So yeah, I would highly recommend you checking this out. Might take a minute for your nose to get used to it, but once you do, it's not super sweet. Like I said, it does have the sweetness there, but the powdery iris note in there is what's pretty prominent off of my skin, and it stays that way. Sweet, powdery iris is what I can describe it as. It stays that way for quite a while. Projection on this thing is actually really good. Longevity is really good, and it should be because it is a parfum. So if you're looking to get something for fall, winter, give it a shot. You just might like it. Plus it's got a magnetic cap. Come on, magnetic cap. Alright people, just thought I'd stop in and talk to you about that fragrance because I enjoy it, and you might enjoy it as well. Alright people, stay deadly fresh. I'm out of here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go now. Bye.